Modern culture tells you to hustle harder, and Islam teaches you to move with purpose. Modern culture tells you to meditate to calm your stress, and you already have sujood, the most grounding physical position a human being can be in. Modern culture tells you to regulate your breath, but Islam tells you to remember Allah through dhikr and tasbih. Modern culture tells you to time block every minute, and Allah already gave you time blocks through your 5 daily prayers. And we'll dive deep into each of these 5 daily prayers and how you can structure your days around them and why they are important for you. And we'll start with the first and the most important one, which is Fajr. Waking up at Fajr aligns you with your cortisol awakening response. This is the sort of natural spike in alertness that happens in the early morning. And people who wake up during this window, they have better emotional control, they have stronger self-discipline and more stable hormones. And our Prophet, peace be upon him, made a dua. O Allah, please bless my ummah in the early hours. When I actually built my day around these 5 daily prayers, I have barakah in my time. I used to work really hard in the past, from the moment I wake up to whenever I go to bed, following this 5 a.m. club, every modern hustle guru that tells you to work every day. But we know that something taken to its extreme because it's opposite. And that's what happens with this modern culture. Taking hustle to this extreme becomes the exact opposite, and that's why nowadays so many people feel burnout, they have this pressure, and they're in this sort of constant stress. But Allah gave us the blueprint. When you organize your day around your daily salah, then everything becomes way more easier, and you tend to have more barakah and better results in your business. Right now what I do is that I work from Fajr to Dhuhr, which is around 5 to 6 hours depending on the day length, if we're summer or if we are in the winter. And whenever I wake up, I always try to expose myself at light, because this also resets my circadian rhythm, which improves my energy levels, my testosterone, metabolism, and focus. That's why it is also important to go to the mosque, because when you come back to the mosque, you are outside, you see sun, your eyes can see the light, and of course your circadian rhythm also resets. And the reason why I'm sharing the science with you of this is because I'm the type of person that likes to see things logically, like Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he wanted to just see Allah told him that Ibrahim alayhi salam won't be able to withstand him, and that's why Allah showed himself to the mountain, and the whole mountain was destroyed. And then Allah told him to kill a bird, then place each of the birth parts in different mountains, and then he showed how Allah can give birth again to this birth even though it was dead, only because Ibrahim alayhi salam wanted to see the logic behind it. Not that he didn't believe, he just wanted to see logically so his heart can be in rest. And that's why I'm showing you the logic right now behind the 5 daily prayers, because I'm the type of person who likes to see the logic, and then I believe even more. And I hope you can connect the dots right now behind Fajr and why it is important. Then when I work from Fajr to Dhuhr, the next midday break that we have, when our stress system is at its peak, because we've been working for like 5, 6, 7 hours, and the cortisol and the stress, we had a lot of it. Your heart rate increases at this moment, your cortisol is elevated, and your mind gets noisy because you've been working and busy with the dunya. So pause at this moment activates your parasympathetic system, which is this rest and digest system which calms your body. It reduces inflammation and improves your decision making. Studies show that short mindful break at noon, which is our Dhuhr prayer, reduce burnout by 40%. Your salah doesn't exactly that. It does it, but better. Your salah includes breath control, because when you are in salah, you have to have khushu, which is mindfulness and controlling your breath. You have physical movements like ruku, sujud, and you have spiritual grounding. How perfect is our religion, and how perfect it aligns with our day-to-day lives. After dhuhr, then you have your asr prayer. Because after 3 p.m., our brain experiences this natural dip in energy. When the blood sugar drops, the focus drops at this moment, and most people crave caffeine or sugar. But when you have your salah at this time, then it increases your blood circulation, especially when you go in the posture of sujood or in ruku. The oxygen flows in your brain, you regulate your dopamine because you've had a stressful day so far, and all of these movements, they improve the blood flow, which reduces this sort of afternoon crash that everyone experiences, and then you can reset your focus so you can finish your day very good. And the way you finish your day is simply in your Maghrib prayer. Maghrib happens when the major hormonal shift happens. This is when the sun is setting. This is when your cortisol starts dropping. This is when your body starts producing melatonin to prepare for sleep, and body transition from activity to recovery. I actually have my hard stop at Maghrib. I work from Fajr to Maghrib, and of course my deep work sessions happen from Fajr to Dhuhr. Then from Dhuhr to Ahr, I take more chill tasks in some way, like meetings, like team buildings, and then from Asr to Maghrib is the same. I either record content, like I'm doing right now, I'm taking meetings, I'm taking client calls, I'm taking sales calls, because my energy levels naturally drop, my focus naturally drops, so I align myself with those timings. And at Maghrib, when my cortisols drop and when the body starts producing melatonin, I stop, because your body transitions from activity to recovery at this point. And if you keep hustling after Maghrib, what happens is that you struggle to sleep. When you don't sleep well, you don't recover well, therefore your next day is not the best and you're not at your optimal. Islam has it all. Praying at this transition at Maghrib helps you synchronize your internal clock, because this all leads to better digestion, because you're calmer, you have your dinner at this time, you have your calmer emotions, your balanced mood, you no longer think or stress about work. And research shows that these evening reflection practices, all of them reduce anxiety, impulsiveness, and emotional reactivity. And if you don't stop your work after Maghrib, what happens? You start overthinking all of the problems that you've had in your business and in your days, and you can't sleep well. So when you stop here, when you reflect your days during Maghrib, you have to have better evenings. And speaking about evenings, this leads me to our last prayer, which is Isha. And Isha is right before sleep. This is when the brain needs this sort of pre-sleep wind down. People who skip Isha, they have this sort of racing thoughts, they have anxiety, and they can't sleep because they constantly overthink what is happening throughout their days. So Salah, right before bed, reduce your activity in this sort of default mode. The part of brain that is responsible for overthinking. And when you stop overthinking, you sleep deeper, you improve your memory, and you are even more productive the next day. And of course, when you are doing your salah, you always practice khushu, which is this deep breathing and being mindful, which increase GABA. This is this calming neurotransmitter that leads to peaceful sleep. Everything is built in a perfect manner when you follow Islam, not the modern culture. Because Islam gave you the answers 1400 years ago, but we all forgot it. Fajr to Dhuhr, deep work. Dhuhr to Maghrib with a pause in Asr. You have working activities that are less cognitive demanding, Maghrib is your hard stop at work. Then relax, spend time with family. Aisha is your last prayer before sleep. That's how you win in life and business.